Kia ora everybody, welcome to our video of exercises. Hope that you like them. We've got Joe, Tanya, Erin and Mark from Sport Northland. Do pay attention to the safety briefing immediately following this. Have fun, make sure you're safe, and we'll see you at the end. Thanks. Kia ora, my name's Mark. I've got Tanya and Erin with me today. We're doing 3 different versions of exercise here, so 3 levels of difficulty. Pick the one that works for you, and we're going to get into it. So the first thing we're going to do is just look at our feet. Let's take our feet a little bit wider. We've got to stand up nice and straight. It's a nice gentle start to this. So we're just going to start swinging the arms. I think we call this one the washing machine. Not a great description of it, but we're just going to soften the arms and the shoulders, gently bring our heart rate up. Get our posture working for us too. Just make sure that we're stood up nice and straight. And encourage that breath up as we move through the exercise. We can make the arms go a little bit bigger. Okay, we're going to slow it down a little bit and take the arms higher now. So we're going to come up around where the shoulder height is. Just start to take the hands a little bit further around the body. So we're twisting just a little bit more. Just do what you can at home here. Make sure that you take your eyes with your hands as well. So we encourage the body just to turn a little bit further by watching the hands as we work around the body. Make sure that we're still lifting the chin and our shoulders back and relaxed as we go through. Let's make the movement bigger again. We're going to take the feet wider again as we go into our Mexican wave. So we take the hands over and then we go nice and big with the movement. Make sure that we push the hands out as well. Send those fingers up nice and high to the ceiling. Again, just work with a range of motion that works for you. Make sure that you're not holding your breath out of concentration too. Nice steady breathing as we move through this movement. Chin up, shoulders back. You can see I'm shifting my weight side to side a little bit. You can still do that if you're standing behind the chair or seated at home. Okay, next thing we're going to do is move into our hip swings here. So we just bring our feet in a little bit closer. All right, and we're just sending the hips side to side. So it's a nice little stretch here into the hip. Also a little bit of an inside thigh stretch too. Nice little movement. You'll notice that the knees are bending a little bit too. That's okay. Just keep those shoulders back, chin up, breathing steadily throughout. Okay, shifting from this one, bring the feet in a little bit closer again. We're just going to push the hips forward, so nice little gentle stretch here. And then we're going to lean forward. So bring the hands up, lift the chin, make sure to stick the backside out as we go down. And then coming up, push those hips forward. Good little stretch. Make sure that you soften the knees. That means we've got the knees slightly bent as we go down. Holding that stretch. Make sure we've lifted the chin. Great. Okay, we're going to take it now into some brush strokes. So just standing up nice and straight. We're checking our posture here. Just gently moving the arms back and forth. Try and soften the wrists too. So we're flicking the hands back and forward. Breathing steadily. Here we go. See if we can make the movement a little bit bigger. So we're going to take the hands higher as we come up and higher at the back too. So they lift, opening up. Nice big movement here. All right, let's shift again. We're going to go into a slalom ski now. So I'm going to take my feet wider, sink down a little bit, bend the knees, make sure we're still lifting the chin. Okay, hands come up, and it's a similar sort of action. So it's a brush stroke that's gotten bigger now. We're rocking back and forth as well. Make sure to try and bend your knees a little bit and lift your chin as you come forward. And of course, breathing throughout. That's the part to remember. There's no real right or wrong way to do this. We're just having a go at rocking through, using all the big muscles of the body here. Okay, let's make the movement bigger again. So we take the feet even wider at this point, sink down just a little bit lower, make sure we lift the chin. We're going into our axe swings. So we take the hands down, grab that axe handle, come up nice and high, take a breath in, and out breath on the way down. Up and down. What's our breathing doing? We're breathing in and out breath. Let's slow down the last couple. We're just going to stretch at the top. So let's come up and hold, down with the movement, and then up and hold again, and then down, give it away. Okay. Right, we're going to shift now. We're going to go to our leg swings. So if we're standing, we can hold the chair. We can do our leg lifts too seated. So all we're going to do is just gently get the legs swinging. Just swinging from the hip. Not a big movement, just loosening up. A little bit of momentum working here, a little bit of forward and back, just stretching through the hip and the thighs into the glutes and the lower back as well. Let's change, other side, same thing. So we'll change to the other leg now. Stood up nice and straight, and then just swinging that leg away, loosening up. See if we can make the movement just a little bit bigger as we get warmer, but don't sacrifice your form here. Make sure that you're still stood up nice and straight. Okay, they're going to get harder before they get easier here. So we're going to do just a front kick, all right? Sounds pretty flash. It's just lifting the foot straight up. So we're just going up. So it's half the hip swing that we had previously. We've lost the momentum now. We're just having to drive the leg straight up. Let's go out to the back now. So we're back kicking, just pressing that heel back. Make sure that you're not overcompensating and leaning forward too much. Just try and keep that upper body nice and straight as we push the heel back. Okay, here's the hard one. This is the side kicks. We're going to do 6 out to the side. So it's just 6, 5, 4, 3 to go, 2 left, 1 last one, and then give it away. Let's go the other side now. Same thing. We're going to do those front kicks. Just kicking to the front. Same thing, just holding the upper body nice and stable so that we're not rocking forward too far. And then we're going to kick to the back. Same thing, just pressing the heel back. Now remembering to breathe at this point. I hope that we're not concentrating so much that we're holding our breath. Let's go out to the side now. You ready? Let's go. 6, 5, 4, 3 to go, 2 left, 1 more, and give it away. Good. Okay, we're going to go into our reverse flies now. So we just stand about this width, bend the knees a little bit. We're just going to lift the chin as we come forward, lean a little bit, breathe in, and then breathe out as we go back. In breath, out breath. Here we go, in breath, and out. Start to make the movement a little bit bigger if you can. Let's get those hands back further, leaning forward a little bit, lift the chin, and back. Let's go for a few more. Last couple. Last one, make it a good one. Great, okay, from this position, still in a really good stance here. Let's just make sure that the shoulders are back, down and relaxed. We just lift the chin up, and all we're going to do here is make a little fist with our hands each side, and then just draw the shoulders up. So we're going to breathe in, pull them up, and out breath, relax. In breath, up, and down. Just repeating through this sequence. Nice draw of the shoulders, and then just relax on the out breath. Let's pull them up and hold, and then back down again. Let's go a few more. Last one of these. Okay, we've got a really cool stretch coming up for you now. This one's called a heart stretch. There's a little bit involved here, so it takes a little bit of practice, but we'll get it on the first one, I reckon. Let's just breathe in. Take the hands up and over on the in-breath. Curl them under. Breathe out as we go down. Breathe in as we draw the hands up. Point your elbows up nice and high, and then big breath out. Push the hands out, fingers out, shoulders back. In-breath as we do it again. Here we go. Curling under. Breathing out as we sink down. Breathe in as we draw up. Point the elbows up. Send the hands out. Breath out. Stay in this lovely big expanded position as we cross the body. A little bit of a self hug here, and then breathe out as we go out. Nice deep breath in, and then out breath, sending out. Good work. So, well, we should be a little bit warm by now, a little bit stretched out. We're going to go to some balance exercises now. And just simply, we're going to do some ankle circles to start with. So Tanya, you're going to have to jump up at this point, so we're going to need to grab a chair for you. Excellent. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do with our balance is just warm our ankles up a little bit more. So we're going to do some ankle circles. So just standing on one leg, we've got a chair for support if we need it. Just turning the toes inwards. Nice circling movement here. Just in a range of motion that you feel comfortable. What is that? What do I mean by that? Just really pushing the toes down, pulling them back. Don't go too big with the circles if you don't want. Let's take them out as well. So we'll go out to the side as well. Nice circles there. Let's change foot, other side. Place that standing leg, lift that foot up. We're just turning circles in again. Nice movement here. Let's take them out the other way so we can balance a little bit as we're doing this one as well. Okay, so what we're going to do with our first real balance exercise here is just lift the heels up off the ground. So standing with the feet just within shoulder width apart, we're just going to gently bring the heels up off the ground and hold. And we can flex back down again and then come up. So we're going to do a few of these up and hold just for a few seconds. Drop back down just as we work our way into this exercise. Again, coming up, checking our posture, make sure the shoulders are back, the chin is up. We can come back down. Let's go up and hold for a few seconds now. Let's come up and hold this exercise here. So the heels are just a couple inches off the ground. It's a really good strength builder for the feet, for the toes, and you can feel that balance effect or needing to balance to do this exercise. Let's drop down. We're going to make it a step harder still. Let's bring the heels up and hold. To make this harder, we're just going to look around the space a little bit. So take your eyes around the room, wherever you are. And if you want to make it harder still, you can move the shoulders a little bit too. So as we turn our head, we can feel the feet reacting to that. That's the balance effect happening. Okay, good little starter. Let's put the feet down now. The next exercise that we're going to do is a single leg stand. So standing on one leg. Okay, let's bring one foot through to start with. So I've got 1.5 feet going at the moment. Let's just pull the hips forward a little bit, pull the shoulders back, lift the chin, and when I'm ready, I can just bring that foot just up off the ground a little bit. And straight away, I can feel that standing leg that I'm standing on, shaking around, having to adjust to the movement. Well, I just hold a steady, stable stance in this position. And again, this is where we work on our breathing a little bit. So try and relax a little bit, let the shoulders down. Take some nice deep in and out breaths. And then we'll change over because we don't want that leg to get too sore. So let's change the other leg now. Same thing, planting that leg, bring the other one through so we can just pull the hips forward a little bit, relax the shoulders, lift the chin, and then we can bring that foot up off the ground, just holding. And straight away again, I can feel that ankle shifting around. It's doing some work already. Now, if we wanted to make these exercises a little bit harder at home, just like we did with the previous exercise, you can look around a little bit. Anytime that you're taking your eyes away from your feet and up or around, it's making it harder. Let's shift on. So the next exercise that we're going to do is a tandem stand. Okay, so that's one foot in front of the other, or almost what we'd call a tightrope walking position. Now, if you can't do that, if you need to be here, that's absolutely fine. What we're trying to do is make that base of support a lot smaller, just so we have to work a little bit harder. Now, the setup for this, what I want to make sure I do at home is just drive the knees forward a little bit and pull the shoulders back so I'm evenly standing on both feet. Okay, and from this position, just relax a little bit. Chin up, holding that position. And similar to the single leg stand, if you want to make it easier, looking down at the floor at your feet. If you're wanting to make it harder, looking up and around. We're going to have to balance a little bit harder if we're doing that. Let's change again, other side, same thing. We go into that heel toe stand. Make sure that we drive the knee forward a little bit, pull the shoulders back, and now I'm evenly standing on both feet. Just try and relax the arms too, lift the chin, and just practice holding that position. We're going to do it again. We're going to make it a little bit harder. Okay, so we're going to change the feet around again, so we're back into tightrope here. We're going to do some circles here with the upper body. So to start with, now you can use a chair in different ways, and you'll see that left and right of me. We're just going to bring the hands up or hold the chair as the chin comes up, and we're just going to rotate to the right as we turn, and then over to the left. So we're making it harder now. We're purposely shifting our balance around a little bit. Our legs are going to have to react as we turn. Now, if you want to at home, you can also extend the arms a little bit too. So maybe the arms are coming out, making it a little bit harder. And you can still use the chair in different ways to make sure that you're safe as you do this exercise. Okay, let's shift over. We're going to change the feet again. Push that knee forward, shoulders come back, lift the chin, and then we can just start with the hands in close as we rotate, turning the body, eyes moving around the space a little bit. And then maybe we extend the arms a little bit too, just as we challenge our balance. We're always looking to make things just a little bit harder where we can, just to challenge ourselves and get that good growth response for our body. Okay, we're going to shift it up now. So what I'd like to do is calf raises. So I'm going to set up with a chair, and when we come back, we're going to do calf raises and squats. Okay, so the next exercise that we're going to do is our calf raises. So we want to make sure that we're safe at home, and all that we're going to do here is just bring the heels up off the ground and drive them up nice and high. So they're holding here, dropping back down, and we're going to move through this exercise. We lift the heels and come back down. So you'll see that we're rocking a little bit here. There's a little bit of momentum. That's okay. You can lift your toes a little bit and then rock up into this motion here. Just making sure that, again, that we relax. So we lift the chin, shoulders are back and relaxed, and just catch our breath. There's a little bit more exercise to come. So we want to make sure that we've got lots of oxygen in our body for the next one, which is squat, or sit to stand. Okay, let's hold a little bit longer at the top if we can. So come up and hold this exercise. We're going to go for 4 more. Here we go. Come up and hold. 3 to go. Driving up. Just a couple left. Last one. Let's hold it nice and long. Up we go. Great. I want to do a little calf stretch here, okay? So what we want to do next, I'm going to go, well, right leg. So go the right leg first. Let's just place that forward. Okay, leaning on the chair and just taking the leg back a little bit. Just a long calf stretch here. Just with this one, again, it's always chin up with these exercises. Just holding that stretch. Let's change it over. Other leg now, same thing. Stepping back. Now the key with this one is just check that back foot, because if those toes aren't facing forward, you might lose a little bit of that stretch. So both feet need to be facing that 12. Holding that stretch a little bit longer. Okay, well, we're going to get into the exercise that you've all been waiting for. All right, that's our squats, that's our sit to stand. Lots of different ways to do this. I'm going to do a full range of motion. Erin here is going to do half range of motion, and then Tanya's going to do that with the support of the chair. Great, so again, where we started our exercise set today, check your feet. Want to go a little bit wider with our feet. I start to get a little bit of movement here. So we want to be pulling our toes back. Most of the pressure is actually through our heels. And then start to sink your backside down a little bit towards the chair. Okay, so as we sink down, lift the chin, pull the shoulders back. We're going to breathe in and sink down a little bit. Breathe out and drive up. In breath, out breath. Great. See if we can pull the toes back as we do this and use that breath to drive the legs. So we breathe out and drive up. In breath, out breath and drive. Make sure that you're directing your backside down towards the chair and not driving your knees forward so much. Now remember, you don't have to go too low. There's different degrees of height that we can do this exercise. Technique is much more important than depth here. Let's go for a few more. In breath and out as we drive up. Try and keep the chin up. That'll keep the airway open and we'll keep our back nice and straight too. 4 more. 3 to go. 2 left. Last one. Excellent. Okay, take a seat. That's that done. Have a seat. Okay, so we've got a couple of exercises left. They're stretches more than exercises really. Make sure that you're sitting forward on your chair, so we're not too far back in the chair. And all that we're going to do is just sit back here and just draw the knee up. So holding the knee, we're just going to pull closer towards the shoulder if we can. Nice stretch here. Let's change over. Other side, same thing. Holding the knee, drawing back, holding that stretch, and then change. 1 more each side. Here we go. Pulling back and hold, and then change. Last side. Okay, we've got 1 more stretch coming. This is a good one, this one. Let's take the feet nice and wide on this. We're going to take the right hand over to the right leg, left hand on top, lift the chin, nice deep breath in, and then breath out as we slide down. So just try and breathe normally at the bottom here, well as normally as we can halfway through a exercise routine. But as we breathe out, see if we can sink just a little bit lower on the out breath. Great, come back up, let's change over. So we go left hand, left leg, right hand over the top, lift the chin, nice deep breath in, and then out breath sliding down. Same thing, breathing normally. When we breathe out, can we go a little bit lower and hold? Great, come back up. We're just going to have one more stretch here, sitting up nice and straight, just bringing our hands up again, lift the chin as we come forward. We're just going to lean forward, nice hamstring stretch here. Let's come back and hold. One more going forward, just leaning in a little bit lower, really nice stretch here. Coming back, excellent, hands on hips, nice deep breath in, lifting the chin. Relax on the out breath. Great work, thanks so much. Excellent job. Thanks guys.